Okay, well, there are some people here. What up? Jeff here with all my Bitcoin renegades, and today I wanted to talk about some crypto that we haven't talked about for a while. And I know you guys are probably tired of hearing about ICP and everything else all the time, which I'm not. And a lot of the ICP community is not, and a lot of you that have actually listened to me talk about ICP, I'm sure you probably like it by now. I want to definitely look at the chat a lot tonight. We're going to make this like an interactive show. I'm going to check the chat. Hopefully every like 2 to 5 minutes, I will be looking and see if you guys are talking. But until I do see some people, we're going to let some people get over here. And before we do have a bunch of people over here, I have several cryptos that we're going to talk about. And those are Algorand, AMP, and Ankr. Now, these cryptos, I know they all start with A's, and that's kind of why I did it. It was just like, I was thinking, what crypto should I think about today? And I was like, Algorand seems pretty good. Oh, but AMP videos do pretty good too. And I was like, Algo, AMP. And I was like, okay, well, how about Ankr? Algo, AMP, and Ankr. So I was like, okay, let's do it. So basically, tonight we're going to go in and see if there's going to be any more price movements or exactly how far back they are going to retrace in this bull market that we're in. The bull trend, it did not last throughout the week. It looks like we are starting to turn bullish on several days, and then yesterday happened, or today happened, really. And so that's what we were worried about, is that yes, Bitcoin would have further pullbacks, so we can't really do anything else except ride the waves. Now, this is called accumulation period, and what that means is no matter what crypto you're in, let's just say, for example, Bitcoin or Algorand, right? So you could take whatever crypto you're in. My goal has always been to get one Bitcoin. Well, that's not going to be the same for Algorand because I want way more than one Algorand. I mean, it's not the same. So you have to get like a certain amount and then start working your way towards that. Have smaller goals in the meantime. Say, like, I want 1,000 ICP, right? Well, I actually kind of want 10,000, but I'm going to stop. I got my 200 marker. Then I'm going to get to my 500 marker and then 750 and then 1,000. And that's how I'm going to work towards it. Now, if I just put it at 1,000, I end up at like 600 after struggling. I'm going to be like, I never reached my 1,000. But if I do 250, 500, and just set smaller attainable goals, then you're like, okay, I already did that one. Yes, we're not at 1,000 yet, but I've already reached several of my goals. So if I can keep doing the same thing that I did to get to that last goal, and just keep doing it to the next one and the next one. And people live paycheck to paycheck, so this should be easy, right? Live goal to goal, glory to glory, we like to say in my church. So goal to goal. And that's exactly, what we can do. That's how we take control of our finances. Even if you want to save $1,000. Well, most people can't save $1,000 out of one paycheck. So what do? You save 100 here, 50 here, 60 here, 30 there, 200 here, just depending on how much money you have and what you can afford to put into it, right? So now Algorand, I would be looking for. Well, let's go look at the price right now, and then we can look off of that and kind of decide exactly what a good amount of Algorand, for several different types of people. Like, just for the everyday guy. This is what it's not going to be for rich people. It's not going to be for, like, people that have zero money. It's going to be for somewhere in the middle of that. That you don't have a whole lot of money, but you can still afford to buy crypto every now and again, or on a schedule, whatever that is. I can't even buy it every week or 2 weeks. So that is definitely, something that you have to take into consideration when you have a certain amount, and set goals you can obtain too. Like, even if it's a little goal, don't even set a little goal that you won't be able to do. Just keep your goals out in front of you. That way, and some behind you too, not just out in front of you. If all your goals are out in front of you and you have none behind you, then you need to set smaller goals. And if you're always reaching your goal and it's not a challenge, set bigger goals. Like, just adjust it to wherever you're at in your situation. I know that's kind of vague, but if you apply that, it'll be pretty well. So if we're looking at 41 cents right here, that's in the 24 hours, 41 to 45. Let's look at the last month. We have 35 to 78. Okay, so if this was over $1, I would be looking to get probably 1,000, right? Because that would be a good amount, $1,000 worth of Algorand. $1,000 would be an attainable goal. Now, if you can't really afford 1,000 for like the next year, then move it down to 500 or 250 or whatever goal you can set. Have that 1,000 goal, but break it down into smaller increments so that you can obtain it and feel like you've accomplished something, because you have to kind of trick yourself at times, because you can get discouraged doing this. And I'm not saying trick yourself like in a stupid way, but trick yourself to help you. Like, yeah, I want to get to my goal, but I want to have, encouragement and success along the way. If I never get that encouragement or success, then why am I even going after this goal, right? So obtain those small goals. 41 cents right now, I would be looking to get anywhere from 1 to 2 to 3,000 of this. Right now, I'd set a goal of 3,000, maybe 5,000 if I was feeling lucky, but I'm just going to say 3. Okay, so 3,000 Algorand seems like a lot. That's over $1,500, but it's obtainable over time. So instead of 3,000 at once, I'm going to divide those into either 500 increments or 250 increments. And that way, if I get 250 12 times, I'll have 3,000, right? Or is it 12 times or 14 times? 250 times 4 is 1,000. Yeah, 12 times. That's what I thought. Trust my brain. It worked. I got to check my work sometimes though. So anyway, 3,000 obtainable goal if you divide that into increments. Now let's look at and see. Hey, would I want to do that now? Would I spread it over time? How would I accomplish this to the best of my ability? Now that's what you got to decide. Like, how am I going to obtain this goal now? You have your goal set. You know what you want to obtain. Now, how do you do this? And, what price do you do that at, right? So that's what we got to take into consideration as well. Look at this. 2 big fat red candles. This could bear flag. That's a little bit worrisome for me. I do not like bear flags. Yeah, this is a straight up bear flag. Or descending. Okay, maybe it is a descending wedge. Or a descending triangle, I mean. My clicker doesn't. If you see me pressing something several times, it's not that I don't know what I'm doing. It's that my stupid keyboard mouse things, it sticks. Yeah, that's not a bear flag. That's a falling wedge. Not falling. Descending wedge. Sorry. This is a descending wedge, which is a continuation pattern to the downside. Remember my historic rising wedges? Well, this is a falling wedge. Exactly. Look at that. 90-degree angle right there. This is a 45-degree. Well, I don't know. Actually, speculate on the geometry of the situation. But yeah, the reason I was saying maybe a bear flag is because this it has a fall. Ooh, man, I don't know, yo. That's kind of sketchy. Almost looks like a bear flag. Let's just see what would happen if it was a bear flag. Oh no. 5 cents? Let's hope this isn't a bear flag or bye bye Algorand. I seriously doubt it. Like, even if it does break to the downside, which is a continuation pattern, we're going to have a little bit of support down here at 35 cents. And then, probably a little bit more support as we go down, because the bulls aren't just going to let it, or we could hit this bottom right here and keep going up. This doesn't have to break out. We don't have a whole lot of volume. It was starting to get a little more volume, and then the volume stopped. It looks like the bulls kind of, or the bears gave up is what it looked like happened. It doesn't even look like the bulls came into play. It looks like the bears gave up. They weren't able to break it, so they just said, okay, let's, live to fight another day. That's exactly what it looks like happened to me. They were winning and then they lost, so they gave up. So now the Bulls are starting to come back a little bit, but not a whole lot. I mean, it's not really the Bulls aren't coming back. We're just kind of going up a little bit. So now, um, we can look at some indicators and stuff. Let me check. Okay, I'm not checking it every couple minutes. Well, I did. I guess it's only been 12 minutes. So. You guys don't be afraid to chat over here. Okay, that's what this video is all about: is having people come and chat. Where is everyone? Where is everybody? I know I put all of the stuff out. I did put it out kind of late. So I was thinking, I would start and then a bunch of people would get here because I did put all of it over social media. A little bit worrisome that there's no one here. But we'll continue. Let's move on to AMP. And we are going to check out AMP right now. See, this is what happens when I do my live stream on more than one broadcast. YouTube ends up blocking, like shadow banning type deal, because they don't like it that you live stream to other places. I know that's what it is because every time that's why I quit doing it. But it is what it is. Hopefully it won't affect it too bad. I'm not really too worried about it. It's not like it's like a bad thing. They just kind of frown on it just because they want to be the only content creation platform. But all right. Well, on AMP. Okay, I'm going to get this out of USDT. I forgot to do that with Algo. I just don't know why they go by USDT by default. We don't need to know about USDT as much as we need to know about this. So, man, dude, hold on for a second. I owe Domino's a shout out, man. I literally, if you can see, I literally ordered Domino's a medium pizza and some wings. I'm not sponsored by them. Don't worry. I'm not like plugging Domino's. Maybe I'll ask them to sponsor me. But I ordered it, and I swear, like I looked at my phone, and then I heard a knock on the door. It was like 10 minutes, and my food was here, and it was hot, and it tasted good. I've just had a big problem with delivery lately. I've had to send back like the last 4 deliveries just for garbage food. It was just badly prepared. So Domino's gets a shout out, man. It was good food, quick service. That's what I like, man. I paid good money and I got good food. 5 people, 4 likes. That is awesome. The people that watch my channel are freaking amazing. Not gonna lie. I mean, yesterday there was 16 views and 11 likes on our live stream yesterday. That's how awesome you guys are. So thank you. That's why I take the extra time. And it's not me being corny, it's me being thankful for you guys for being here, for everything you do for me. So that's why I write that. I take a little extra time to thank you. And I'm gonna continue to do that. I believe in lifting people up, not putting them down. So that's gonna happen for me a lot more often. But I had to shout out Domino's, man. I got a good meal. I have a crock pot too, and I'm making a pot roast tomorrow. A nice all day pot roast. It's gonna be delicious. I can't wait. Potato. I got the little mini potatoes and carrots and the seasoning mix. It's gonna be delicious. And I got a crock pot. So anyway, AMP. I wish we would have, kind of a shoulder here before we dump. See, the thing that I don't like about these is the reason that we don't have a shoulder is because it doesn't give us a dump and then recover. This shows the bears are more in control. That's why I said, yes, follow the trend to the end. We did have a reversal in trend here. Now the trend is starting to go a little bit down on AMP. So, but it is following, if you look, this falling wedge pattern. It is following it basically to the T. And we're at the top of it right now. So that is a little bit not great. And it looks like we have a parallel channel down here as well. But there's not a lot of oscillation to the down and upside. Yeah, so This would be a different story, though. This would be like a descending, broadening wedge. I would still keep that right there. I don't know. That's what. Yeah, I think that's that's a descending, broadening wedge. That's what that is. What? I don't know what that is though. I think it's bearish though. Descending, broadening wedge. Oh, it's bullish. Ooh. A descending, broadening wedge is a bullish chart pattern said to be a reversal pattern. It is formed by two diverging bullish lines. A descending, broadening wedge is confirmed valid if it has good oscillation between the two upward lines. Oh. Nope. So this isn't a descending and broadening wedge. So the only thing that makes it not a descending, broadening wedge, it would have to go from up here to down here. So if it went like this before, so that's good, kind of good to know that I actually thought this would be a descending, broadening wedge, but it can't be because it would have had to have gone something like this. And then down into it from the top down. See, that can't, so it can't be. Okay. So it can be a falling wedge still though. That's cool that there's an actual defined difference in that. I really like that they have a defined difference. I would still put that right there and then bring this guy back to right there. And that could be like a descending wedge, but it seems like more of a descending channel. I wonder what that is. What is a descending channel? It is drawn by connecting the lower highs and the lower lows of a security's price with parallel trend lines to show a downward trend. That's exactly what this is. Traders who believe a security or crypto is likely to remain within its descending channel can initiate trades when the price fluctuates within its channel trendline boundaries. So what could happen right now is we could get rejected right here. So the two possibilities that we have is we break out and probably go to the top of here, which is going to be about 1.8, or we go back to the bottom of the wedge, which is going, I don't know if it's going to go that low. It did go under a cent here. So if that's the case, we're looking at like half a cent. And that is indicative of Bitcoin, right? We always have to look at Bitcoin when we want what a crypto is going to do. Now, it looks like Bitcoin might have hit a bottom here at 29. There is definitely some support right here at 29 that we've seen. 28,698, but I'd say right around 29. So if we hold that and have a reversal with Bitcoin, that could bring this to a nice breakout point. Let's get some indicators out here to see what would hold us back if Bitcoin did move. Let's get all three of them out here, and then we'll get the RSI. Oh, see, that's why when I lose contact with you, it's because I'm looking at other stuff. So it is dang good, man, and it's you guys that are the amazing people, man. I love good people. I used to love everybody, but it's hard to love everybody. I still try. Because I do not want to be a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. All right. Let's see here. Okay, so the EMA 9 is pretty good. I mean, you can even see with the last 9 candles that we are basically in the same place that we've been. And it kind of depends on the volume now, and there hasn't been a lot of volume since we had a dump or a pump. See, that's the thing what I don't understand. Well, I do kind of. Nobody wants to trade right now because they don't know what's happening. And none of us really do, because even the technical analysis isn't giving us a whole lot to go on. I mean, it's saying, yes, this could happen if that happens, and then it never happens. And so TA right now isn't doing the best, I'm telling you. So I look at projects more than TA guys. Like I'm a fundamental guy. I really am. The fundamentals, they will get you to where you need to go every single time in a crypto and let you know, hey, is this a short-term investment or a long-term investment? Now, if you do want to make price swing trades, you can look at this downward channel, this downward trending channel right here. And so I would like to see what happens with this, if it, oscillates or if it breaks out. So I'd like to see it is a bullish reversal pattern though. So, but it likes to, stay in between the trend lines. Oh no, the descending broadening wedge was the bullish pattern. This one, it just has good trades between the oscillating points. And eventually, I think it can break out either way. I don't think it has a defined area to break out. At least that's what I read. So I would be careful with this right now because look for a breakout. If not, look for at least the pullback to 12, which is going to be 10, 1, 10, hundreds, thousands. So it's going to be 97 thousandths. I know that's probably really hard to understand for anybody who doesn't know math. So, but as you see, the 21 isn't too far above us. So if we do get a nice breakout, I see us testing this one at 1.5 before we ever get back up to, this area up here. We're going to have a lot of resistance if we can break out of this. Then we're going to have the 21. Then we're going to have, at 1.8 cents right here, the last area. It's actually going to be the bottom. So 1.7. So, and then if we break out of that, it could turn to support. Now let's go to Ankr because we haven't talked about Ankr yet. And then you guys can pick a couple cryptos if you want. I'm watching the chat, making sure I'm looking over there every couple minutes and making sure you guys aren't there. And if you're not, it's cool. We don't have to have a community video right this second. And I know you guys don't really care for community videos because of the votes and the polls. You guys obviously either were too busy or just don't care about those. Either one, I don't care, man. I'm just trying to find what you guys like. When I do stuff like this, I'm kind of feeling the waters and seeing if you guys like that kind of thing. And if you do, I do more of it. If you don't, get rid of it, right? So that's kind of the way we work on the channel. But it's easier if you just tell me in the comments what you like. Because most of the time when people say something, I make a video about it. Most of the time. And if I don't, it's because I either forgot or I got busy. So if I don't respond to you, it means I didn't get the message. Just know that. Because I do my best to respond to every single one of you. So me and Six Figs, I'm hoping Thursday. I'm going to talk to him after this. We're supposed to do a collab this week. So hopefully Thursday will be good. So Ankr, the reason I do Ankr and AMP in the same one, they move a lot similar. Because they have the same, well, they don't have the same type of project, but they have similar types of projects. Now, Ankr is a little bit different than AMP, but AMP is a payment system, and Ankr uses a lot of different cryptos, and so does AMP. And so they're kind of similar in what they do. So they I think they're correlated a lot. Let's just say that. So a correlation is when a crypto moves in tandem with another crypto. If one moves up, normally the other one moves up at the same. A lot of them are correlated with Bitcoin because of the Bitcoin dominance. That was one thing that Coinbase used to have that I really miss is correlation between cryptos. Like 98%, 92%, 4%. Like Tron is really low in the correlation and stuff like that. So that would actually help us. Now, I am going to bring out the RSI when we go back to AMP. I'm sorry, I forgot to do that. So let's bring that up very first thing on Ankr. And then let's bring up Bully. And the VWapster. You a wankster, but you never stop. Okay. So this is huge, Bollinger. And the Bollinger is just the middle price of, well, I don't know exactly what the middle of it is. It's not the median price. I was wrong about that. It does look kind of like a moving average, though. Maybe it is the median moving average. It is. Okay. it just kind of looks like it's not the median anymore. I don't know 100% know how to explain it. It looks like the low is 4.2, the middle is 5.8. Wait, no, I have that wrong. The middle is 4.2, the top is 5.8, the bottom is 2.5. There we go. And now the VWAP is at 0.39. So 1.2, and we're above the volume. Oh, Ankr's looking good. Let's go over to the USD just to make sure, but that's good news. 3906, baby. Yeah, we're above the VWAP. Nice. So that means the volume actual price is above the price. The volume is doing better than the price. This is a huge, huge bullish sign. As well as we broke above, we're not undersold anymore, but we broke above the moving average on the RSI as well. We have seen a kind of a dip to the up, not a very defined one, but that's what I look for, is these kind of peaks to the down because that move up, right? That means we're going up still until we get a line to the down. This is saying we're going up, as well as the median price is going up. This is going to follow it, and they could meet somewhere up here. This could turn it down, but we are using this as support. That's good. That could help us break above this middle level, and we're going to definitely have some EMAs that go along with that. Let's definitely take a look at those because Ankr's looking pretty good right now. I mean, it's at some pretty awesome levels, but we're in a bear market, so all of that doesn't really mean a whole lot. I could be excited about it, but at the end of the day, we're in a bear market, so you got to be careful. All right, now I almost forgot what I was doing for a second. Okay, we'll just do two EMAs since I want to keep that RSI on there. So there we go with that. All right. 20, so 3926. So we are basically right at the 9-day moving average. If we break above this, I do see a movement up to hopefully the 21-day moving average, which is going to be 44. So, or 4.4 cents, which is pretty good. And if that's the case, then ooh, that looks like a bull flag or a bear flag, man. This one is a bear flag for sure. See how it has a parallel or a symmetrical triangle right there and a pole. This is a bear flag. This is a legit bear flag. I want it to go like that. So bear flag. And if that plays out, 2 cents. So it'll basically break in half. Now, this all depends on Bitcoin right now, but a symmetrical triangle squeeze, it doesn't, with a pole, doesn't necessarily mean bear flag, but it could be, guys. So I would be leery about that. I'm like, oh, it's bullish. It's looking super bullish. We're looking at a reversal of everything. But you got to think we're in a bear market, guys. So, and we have a bear flag. We got to be careful. We are breaking above the 9, though. And if we break above the 9, we have the 9 as support. So if we break above the 9, there is no way that we're going to break to the downside right now until if we break below that 9 again. So as long as we can, and that's on the daily. Now let's look at the shorter time frames to really see, hey, are we bearish or bullish right now on Ankr? Looks like we were bearish, and now we have a reversal. See that? See the peak right there? We have a reversal. We're under the median price, though. That's not good. Okay, and 39.46, 39.35. This is good that the 21 is that close. So if we break, we can go back up to 4.2 cents. This looks like it's going to break out to the upside, but we do have that bear flag looming over us, and we're below the average on the RSI for the volume. So we definitely need to take that into consideration. All right, let's look at this. Yes, we have this fall. It does look like, another bear flag, a smaller bear flag. Man, I don't like this. This is not looking good to me at all. Look at this. Another bear flag. Symmetrical triangle and a pole that goes from top to bottom. Not good, guys. Dang it, man. It was looking bullish, too. So this could be a bear flag. I like to keep it kind of like right there. I mean, I guess, yeah, I could go all the way up there, but that would make the pole smaller. There we go. Do it from right there. I don't know, but yeah, it's a bear flag. It's not a very pretty one, but it's a bear flag nonetheless. Say, I wonder if it's going to go to the same price as the other one at 4 cents or at 2 cents. I mean, nope, 3.4 cents, and this is on the 1 hour, so that's not good. But it does, yeah, and we are under on the 1 hour, so this might be a real bear flag. This isn't looking good on the short term. I was like, oh yeah, long term price movement looks really good. But you have to go with the shorter price movements because that's what's happening immediately. Okay, so yeah, we broke above here. That's good. So now on the shorter, that was the 30. So if we can turn the hour bullish now with and get above this median price with the 30-minute price movement keep going up, then we have a chance. But it looks like it's going down. Yeah. So we're having a further pullback now on the 1 hour, even though we're above, but that's okay. We might come and touch this median line, but we don't have a confirmed breakout yet. We got rejected from it here. We did break out and go sideways, so maybe it is a confirmed, but we won't know until the next time it touches it, because the next time it touches it, it will either bounce off of it or go through it, and that's what we're going to have to keep an eye on. So watch this RSI on the 30-minute. It's going to be very crucial into what happens next. Let's look at the 15. And again, we are bearish on the 15. We broke out here of the median, and now it looks like we're going to meet. If these keep going the same direction, we're going to meet right about here. May 24th at 2:45 a.m. or 2:45, whatever. I don't know if it's a.m. or p.m., but a bear flag, though. Bear flags all the way. I don't like it. Best case scenario, symmetrical triangle. Worst case scenario, bear flag. Okay. Do you guys have any more questions? I'm not gonna do a long episode if nobody's here. Well, oh gosh, we got like big influencers over here. Six Figs and Crypto Airborne. Charles, oh, I thought that was Charles Hoskinson. I was like, dude, if Charles Hoskinson comes to my show, yeah, we're getting like 1,000 views, a second. So I definitely want to do a collaboration with both of you guys. Thank you. Smash that like. Yeah. Can I do a video on how to stake ICP? Yes, I sure can. I already did one. That is probably going to be the very next video that I make. Well, no, it isn't, because I'm going to do it right. It might take a while. This one's probably going to take a couple weeks or a month. I'm going to do it right this time. It was supposed to be right the second time, but I still didn't know everything I needed to know. This time, I'm going to have my editor do it. We're going to have our intro for the channel. I didn't put it on the video today. We already have a partial intro, which is going to be cool because all of the crypto influencers have that. But yes, I will make a very detailed video on staking. I already have one that's pretty detailed and did really, really good. Over 2,000 views. The first one I did got over 6,000 views, but I promoted that one. I didn't promote the second one and got over 2,100 views. That's because, I was one of the first people to do it. ICP Squad also has a good staking video. Definitely check theirs out as well, because I support those guys. I wish them the best. And, they are a big part of the internet computer community. So, yeah, for sure. Hey, what's up, Brand Guide? I've never met you before, but glad to have you on the channel. I just want to give a couple pointers to any new people on the channel. We are a community of like-minded people here. We are very friendly, but we look out for each other. So any kind of scamming or anything else, it will be brought, we will make it known in the community. We try to show you the best price movements and the best cryptos that are around based on fundamentals, project, a little bit of technical analysis, and just basically the team as well. Those are all the things that make a good crypto. And if you are active a lot, and I see you, liking, commenting in the chat, not just on lives, but after the lives or on uploads, I, might send you some free ICP. I like to do that to, or an NFT. I like to do that for my loyal subscribers. I do contests as well to give out, free ICP, but anybody can win those. But if I see that you're active on my channel, you're commenting all the time, I see you're on here and I notice the likes move up, then you're going to be on my list to, do something for, whether it be given ICP, NFT, whatever it is, a different crypto, whatever the case might be. It's just a way that I like to say thank you to my community. So, and also that you must check out my social medias on Twitter, Bitcoin Renegade, .icp, but it's at Bitcoin Renegade, RE. The E is a 3, so R3 Renegade. So basically, Bitcoin Renegade, and then the Renegade has a 3 in it. That's it. So Bitcoin Renegade with the 3. Just in the first E though. And also follow me on TikTok, Bitcoin Renegade on TikTok. And thanks to Defindi, I had a dream. Can't say it like that. I had a vision of having my own website and how it would legitimize me as an influencer, or at least give me some legitimacy, in the field, because it's not cheap to make a website. You need someone to do it at first, and it costs a lot of money, and then to maintain it and all that other stuff. Well, the only reason I was able to do that is because Definity allowed me to participate in their grant program. And it was one of my very first things that I was like, any of my investors, you invest in me, I'm going to build a website and, halfway dedicate it to you. And Internet Computer, did that, whether they wanted me to dedicate the site or not. I still don't know, but they were down with it. And, I didn't mind doing that. And there's a lot of cool Internet Computer stuff. All of the things that you really need on Internet Computer can be found on my website. Now, you could just go to the Definity website as well, but if you're having a problem navigating and finding what you need on the Definity website, you can use my website to find exactly what you're looking for on the Definity website, as I have links and videos and stuff from their website on mine. And I might add a couple more of their videos onto that page as well, like the new Definity Supernova Hackathon. I'm thinking about adding that one onto the Definity page because I think a lot of people need to see that video. It's a 3-hour long video that Definity did, and it is a must see. I've already made 2 videos from little short snippets that I think are very important, and I might make even more about that, but I have a lot on my plate. I'm with the staking video coming up, with running the day-to-day business, and just everything. And I don't mind. I love it. It's awesome. And you guys supporting me means the world to me. So as for AMP, Algo, and Ankr, my price predictions are exactly what I said in my technical analysis. It does look like there could be a reversal, but let's be honest. We're in a bearish market, right? And it looks like there's a couple bear flags out there, or at least symmetrical triangles. We're not going to have any massive pumps right now. If they say, if they are, they're going to come out of nowhere. There is nothing in the TA right now that tells me we have a confirmed breakout coming, or we have a potential breakout coming. What we have is a lot of sideways and maybe down further. That's the truth. And it sucks, but we will get through this together as a community. We'll get through it. We'll be in the next bull market just talking our way through it. That's why I say be active in the chat, because the more you chat and the more you're active and do stuff, the more you're going to forget about what's happening in the market right now. You're just going to be like in the moment. And that's something that I've really tried in my life, and I recommend it to people, is be in the moment more. I know that sounds like cliche and stupid, but take everything in right where you're at, because life is a journey, and most of the time we concentrate on the destination. And yes, we want to get to the destination. That's the point of going on a journey, right? But let's say you're on a cruise. Do you want to just get to your destination, or do you want to enjoy the cruise on the way? Right? That's what the cruise is for, to enjoy yourself and then go to a day place, go have fun there, get back on the ship, right? And the journey is what you pay for, The destination you pay a little bit, but mostly it's the journey, and it's worth it. So don't be afraid to be in crypto for a while. Now, if this was 2013 or 2017, I would be like, probably about 3/4 of the cryptos aren't going to be here in the next bull run. But now, if you find a fundamentally sound project, look at TRX. It's been around forever, since Bitcoin, like not that far after. Ethereum, been around ever since it started. So if you have a good crypto ICP, it's going to be around for a very long time. Solana, these are the things you need to look at. Layer ones, scaling solutions, because some layer ones can't scale. That's the thing internet computer fixes. Internet speed, so many blocks per second, can scale it for cheap. I mean, it just does everything better than every other crypto. I love AMP though. Flexa payment system is awesome. It is integrated into El Salvador. You have new countries coming online, and every single one of those new, if it's going to be a Latin American country, a European country, a Russian country, whatever it is, they are going to continue to use AMP, Flexa Network, Bitcoin Lightning Network, and Bitcoin as their legal tender. Is Bitcoin going away? Well, in 2017, was Bitcoin legal tender anywhere? Bitcoin could have disappeared, but now, like, a country uses it as their secondary monetary, or parallel with their monetary system. It's not secondary. Bitcoin is not secondary in El Salvador. It runs parallel to the dollar. So that's the thing that we got to take into consideration when it comes to AMP. And then Algorand. I mean, I didn't even tell you all the cool things about Algorand. We were just looking at the price. Algorand just had $900 million invested in it by Borderless Capital. $900 million. That's almost $1 billion. Was it to just buy the tokens? No, it was to say, here, build. We want you to build. Gaps, exchanges, tokens, NFTs, metaverse, build. Here's $1 billion. Okay, that's Algorand. And it just got the $1 billion before the dump. Imagine the next bull run we have. That's why I'm saying just calm down for a little. The journey, I know it's the journey. Sometimes the journey sucks though. What if you're on a cruise and there's a tornado, hurricane? You're still on a cruise. Still fun, right? That was a pretty good analogy. I think ICP could be a bear market pumper. It's kind of a wild card compared to all other platforms. Now, I would agree with you if it didn't correlate with Bitcoin as much. That's the problem that I have. Now, can crypto pump opposite of Bitcoin even if they're correlated? Sometimes, yes. And it happens if something massive happens in the ecosystem. Look what happened with Algorand. That's another great point. I'm glad you brought that up because it gets me to this point. When Algorand was dumping, right? When all crypto was dumping right around December and January, do you remember? Because all that money that went into Algorand, what happened? Remember, I made my money back even in the dump? Because it went down to like 120 and I'd lost money. And then it pumped all the way back up above my price before we came down and we're in this bear market, right? So, yeah. ICP can pump like that in a bear market. It can, but it has to have a reason to. That's why I was saying I thought in a couple of weeks with the Supernova hackathon and all of that, or it might take a while longer because sometimes when you build on it, you don't see the rewards right away, which is kind of what YouTube is. I mean, YouTube's a perfect example. You have to build a brand. You have to get the word out there. You have to have people that believe in your project. And that's the same thing with internet computer or any of these cryptos. You have to have fundamentals. You have to have investors. You have to have other people that are willing to fund the project or you can't survive. And so they have all these things. So yes, it's possible. It's definitely to see like a pump to $20, even if Bitcoin just goes sideways at 30. But we can't hope for something that if there's news or a reason to think, yes. But for right now, we're not just going to say, yeah, we could have a massive pump, but I want a reason, right? And the Supernova hackathon was one of my reasons, and achievement unblocked. And all these, why? Because it's developers building on the blockchain. And what provides value? NFT marketplaces, metaverse, tokens, DeFi, the ecosystem. You build it bigger, it's like a city. You build one business here, and it grows, and then you have to buy the suburbs, and So, and then you find better ways to get your service out there, like internet computer. We do it cheaper, we do it faster, we do it more secure. We don't bridge, we integrate. And those are the things that is going to set internet computer apart from all of them. And so now Ankr is also another one of those that integrates with other cryptos. And I want to talk about that. Internet computer, Ankr, Algorand, and AMP all have that in common, where Algorand was built to be a layer 2 solution for Ethereum. And it's its own blockchain and its own thing. So these cryptos, all the ones that we're mentioning today, have very bright futures. Now, there can be another crypto that comes and does it better, right? That is always something. Like AMP, Flexa Payment, I don't think they're going to have a big rival unless like Visa or MasterCard comes out with a crypto. That could happen too. What if Visa and MasterCard have Visa crypto or MSTR crypto, MasterCard crypto, American Express crypto? These are the futures of our world. I mean, these possibilities. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but you never know, for real. I mean, so I think I've been rambling on, but I really like these questions you guys give me. It makes the episode a lot better, and I'm just super thankful. So, all right, guys, that being said, you know what time it is. Goodbye and good Bitcoin. Bang!